My next tip is make your expectations crystal clear. In face-to-face classes, it's easy to let the students know what you're expecting because whenever they ask you things face-to-face, you answer them, they can ask questions, etc. On online teaching, it becomes a little trickier. So you want to make sure that those students know exactly what it is you expect for everything that you ask them to do. Things like general course instructions, assignments instructions, project instructions, or how-to instructions need to be very clear. And what I mean by that is that it's actually quite a challenge to write clear instructions. If you've ever written a bad instruction manual, you know exactly what I'm talking about. First of all, you want to be succinct. You don't want your explanations to go on and on and on and make your students so scared when they see a 5-page instruction book. Just think of how you feel when you have to put together a TV or something and you have these super long instructions. But you also don't want them too short. So you want something in between, or maybe a quick how to get it started, and then if people need more help, you do instructions for those who need more help. I also like doing videos. The reason I like doing videos is because a lot of people are better when they see or listen versus reading. So you want to make sure that you do a variety where students can have access to the expectations that you have. One of my favorite ways of giving students a clear guideline of what are my expectations is rubrics. I like to show them what A work looks like. So I'll be sharing some of that with you in a minute. Another thing I like to do is give them models. And that is, what does an A project or a paper, an A video look like? A lot of times, especially if we ask them to do things that they haven't done before, it is nice for them to see a model of what that work looks like. I'm going to share a few examples with you. I'm going to share a syllabus, a project, and a video presentation. We all do syllabi, so I'll go through this pretty quickly. I just wanted to point out the importance of headings and subheadings and categories within your syllabus so students can find things at a glance, and they can also later read expansions. For example, here is what class participation and preparation is worth, but here is what I mean by class participation and preparation. Also, of course, you need your general administrative issues, but I wanted to share my general schedule. So I do give them a general schedule of what has to happen within the week if you actually give them due dates, or maybe everything is due by the end of the week, however you want to do it. But this is just a very quick at a glance type of schedule, so they know, for example, that on week 2 they're going to be reading about bilingualism, and on week 4 they're going to be learning about language acquisition. So this really helps them at a glance, and then of course the agendas or the modules are going to be where you expand it. Here's an example of directions for a project. You can see I like to use pictures. I think it makes people happy. I have a general introduction to the project, and then you can see all the project components. So these are all the things they will need to be doing. I also give them the project steps and due dates so they know one by one what they need to be doing. And finally, I also give them a rubric so they know exactly how they can get an A. Process sheets or how-to sheets are also very important. So here is my sheet for tips for filming a great video report. So this is some things they should be doing before filming, while they're filming, and also a checklist. This ensures me that they will be doing a pretty good job, hopefully, when they create a video. I also make a video of how to make a video, and you will get to see that one later on in one of our tools sections. Last but not least, I think it's important to give them models of what A work looks like. When I asked my students to do a musical identity project where they had to create a video and then had to write a narration of the 5 songs that define their identity growing up and include the videos, I made a page myself. The reason I did it was so they could see what I was expecting from them. It also helped me realize what were some of the things that they may find difficult. So, since I had already experienced them, I could help them through it. So, I hope that these tips help you convey your expectations to your own students.